to mark a transition, not an ending, not a collapse, simply a shift from what has been required to what is no longer needed. Let the eyes close gently or soften naturally, and take a slow breath in, followed by an unforced release. You do not need to review the day. You do not need to evaluate anything that happened. This is not a moment of processing. This is a moment for stepping out of engagement. Throughout the day, the nervous system remains active by design, responding, adjusting, managing stimulation. Right now, that level of activation is no longer necessary. Allow attention to move away from tasks, conversations, and mental activity, and gently into the physical experience of being here. Not focusing, just noticing. Notice the support beneath your body, the surface holding you, the way gravity has been working all along without asking anything in return. As you become aware of this support, the nervous system begins to receive a clear signal. The demands of the day are complete. Let the breath settle into a slower rhythm, not controlled, just less driven. Each exhale marks a small release of daytime urgency. Evening is not meant for vigilance. It is meant for recalibration, for allowing systems that were active to gradually step down. Bring your awareness to the head and face. Notice any residual alertness there. The eyes, the forehead, the muscles around the temples. Allow this area to soften, as if effort were draining away. Mental activity does not need to stop. It simply needs to lose priority. As the body settles, the mind naturally follows. Let attention drift down into the neck and shoulders. These areas often carry the posture of the day, holding, preparing, supporting. Allow them to release their role. As the shoulders drop even slightly, the nervous system recognizes the shift from performance to rest. Notice the breath moving through the chest, the expansion, the release. Nothing exaggerated, just steady, reliable. The chest no longer needs to stay open or guarded. It can return to a neutral, comfortable state. Evening calm is not about forcing relaxation. It is about removing stimulation layer by layer. Allow awareness to move into the upper back, the area that often carries responsibility, and follow through. Let that area widen, soften. Now bring attention to the arms, the forearms, the hands. Notice how much they have done today. Allow them to rest without holding anything. Let awareness move down into the abdomen. This is where the body often stores residual activation when there was no time to process it earlier. Allow this area to soften. With each exhale, imagine excess stimulation draining downward, leaving the system quieter and less reactive. Evening is a biological invitation to downshift. Hormones change. Breathing slows. Muscles release. You are aligning with a natural rhythm now. Bring awareness to the hips and pelvis. Allow them to settle fully into the support beneath you. Stability here tells the nervous system it can stand down. Let the legs grow heavier, supported, present, no longer preparing for movement. As the lower body settles, the upper body no longer needs to remain alert. Notice how the overall tone of the body has changed. Less tension, less readiness, more containment. Thoughts may still appear, but they feel slower now. Less urgent, less demanding. You are not solving anything this evening. You are restoring capacity. Allow the breath to become slightly deeper if it wants to, or remain shallow if that feels right. Either way, the system continues to downshift. Evening calm often arrives quietly, not as a dramatic change, but as a gradual reduction of internal noise. Not as the space between thoughts beginning to widen. Not because you created it, but because pressure has decreased. Let the spine feel supported along its length. There is no posture to maintain. The body can be held fully by the surface beneath you. As the body recognizes support, internal monitoring begins to slow. You may notice a sense of containment now, like the edges of the body feel clearer, more defined. This creates safety. Safety allows the nervous system to reduce output, to conserve energy, to prepare for restoration. Let the jaw rest, the tongue settle, the throat open without needing to speak. Communication is complete for today. Expression can rest. Allow awareness to remain with the breath for a few moments, not counting, not guiding, simply accompanying it as it slows. The body is now in evening mode. The nervous system has received the message. The pace has shifted. Remain here for a short while, allowing this reset to stabilize. As the evening state settles, your system begins to remember it automatically. From this point forward, the transition from the day to evening becomes easier. The body recognizes the time to downshift and responds without effort. Each evening activation releases sooner. Mental urgency fades faster. The nervous system settles more smoothly into calm. This regulation continues quietly, reinforcing itself with each breath, each pause, each moment of rest. In a few moments, gently bring awareness back to the space around you. Notice the support beneath your body. Take a slow, steady breath in, and as you exhale, allow alertness to return softly. When you are ready, you may open your eyes, feeling calm, settled, and ready for the evening.